looks bad. Like, why not have fun? You know what I mean?
It got worse before it got worse for me. Hey homegirls, welcome back to another house to home video. I'm excited about this one because we are taking this ugly build-a-grade bathroom and we're transforming it into the moody bathroom of my dreams. Like, I wanted to feel like you were kind of going into like a really nice speakeasy or a really nice restaurant that had this very moody ambiance and lighting and all this other stuff, and you went into the bathroom and it gave kind of that vibe. So that was the inspo for this bathroom, because my house, if you all have been following this house to home series or you actually follow me on TikTok or Instagram, which if you're not following me on those platforms, follow your girl. I'm leaving all the info right here, okay? But if you have seen my home, it's very light. It has a lot of neutrals. I do have pops of color, as you guys can see. Like, this is like a midnight blue. I have some pops of blue in my rug. I have iron ore in my like mud room. Like, I like color when it's done in a way that is more of like an accent versus like the main like star. That's just how my brain is wired and what brings me the most peace and joy and calm in my home. And I love it. But for this powder bathroom, I really wanted to just like switch it up a little bit, and I wanted there to be this almost shock factor when you went into the bathroom and you saw it was a completely different world. Like, I really wanted to feel like that, and I honestly just wanted to have a little fun with creating it. It was truly not on my bingo card this year to be doing the powder bathroom, but here we are, homegirls. We are doing an entire makeover for the powder bathroom, replacing this ugly vanity, replacing this ugly build-a-grade mirror, color drenching this entire bathroom, which I am nervous. I am nervous about color drenching. I want to show you guys the samples I have really quick, but I'm excited, and we're doing it in December, which is a little chaotic, but for a reason. Luckily, we do have a little sponsor for the vanity, not for this video, but I have a sponsor that is actually sponsoring me on my TikTok. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, go watch me over there, because I do show the transformation, but it's just a different style of video. I really love YouTube because I get more into the process. I can talk to you guys more, and it feels more of like, you know what I mean, this HGTV vibe, which I really love personally. So I just really love like showing you guys the details and the things and the thought process that goes into a project like this. But here we are, okay? Here we are, and I'm excited. I knew my design plan going into this was not only to create this moody vibe and essence in the powder bathroom, but I also knew I wanted to do LIMEWASH. And y'all, your girl went on a DIY project / journey with this bathroom, and let's just say it was an interesting journey. It looks bad, to say the least, with lime washing this bathroom. First and foremost, we are lime washing the bathroom, which I am excited, scared, nervous, all the things, want to throw up, like all the things. I think not only am I lime washing the bathroom, but I think I'm gonna color drench. So meaning that the walls are gonna be lime washed, the ceiling is gonna be lime washed, and I probably will also like do the baseboards as well too. I gotta figure that situation out. Not really sure how that's gonna work out, but I'm a little stressed, I'm not gonna lie. But let me show you guys the paint swatches. I'm gonna actually go through a company called James Alexander. They have lime wash colors. I love like this company. Like, it's so far from what I've been seeing, like the result of the product. But here are all of my options. My gut, if I'm being honest, is telling me to go like really dark and moody because it's a powder bath. Like, why not? Like, why not have fun? You know what I mean? Why not just be a little risque in here, you know? So I feel like these three are a little bit more of the safer options. Although this one, the pistachio, is absolutely beautiful. I mean, green is like, it's so in, it's so trending, right? It's a beautiful color. It actually will look really nice against the vanity, which I'm gonna show you guys too. I have to put it together today. So I'm gonna show you guys that process, but I think these are just beautiful, beautiful options, but safe options. And then we have something a little bit more darker, a little bit more moody, which this one is more of a blue, and this is a charcoal kind of like gray vibe. Regardless, it's just a matter of like which one I figured we put the vanity together, and once I kind of put the colors up to the vanity, I'll know, because I need to order this like this weekend. So decisions need to be made. So let's do that first together. Okay, wait. Okay, y'all, I had to take a little break from filming because I was crashing out. Like, real bad, because I couldn't find the directions. So I was like, it's probably online, let me go online. Why did the online directions not like match up with what I have, even though it's the same product? So I was frustrated. I literally was about to go call it quits, call my handyman, but I think I got it. I think I have it figured out now, because I ended up finding the actual directions for the product in another box. It wasn't like in the main box that I thought it would be in. And then I was like, let me just look one more time. And I was like, wait, what is this? It was the directions. So it was definitely more in alignment with like the labels and everything like that. And it made a lot more sense. We're making progress. So let's just continue putting this vanity together. DIYing is not my ministry. DIYing is not my ministry. DIYing is not my ministry. Y'all, I don't even know where to start with this. It's not my ministry. I don't know why time and time again I am like, maybe I can DIY this. Maybe I can do this. I'm not saying that I can't do it, because I know I am capable of. I'm really low-key kidding, not kidding when I say this. But with this DIY in particular, you have to have the patience and skill. There is a lot of skill that goes into lime washing, and I have so much respect for painters who do this and provide this as a service for other people. Because when I tell y'all all the research I did, like hours of research that I did about lime washing before I actually tried to do this project, everybody was like, trust the process, trust the process. Trust the process. It gets worse before it gets better. And boy, it got worse before it got worse for me. The process was not trusting me, okay? After the lime wash settled and I thought I was done, I noticed like all of the paint strokes. And look, it looks bad. Like, it should be coming up on camera. You can see it. It's not how it's supposed to be done. And to make matters worse, I have a brand shoot that is gonna be going on a month from now, and this bathroom is gonna be photographed. And it looks horrible on picture. Like, it looks horrible. You can't really tell in person when you come in here, when the lights are off especially, because the lights are so dim in here. And it's dim on purpose. It's supposed to be like this moody vibe. Yeah, like it's doing that as far as the color. The color is amazing. I love the color. I love the color on the trim that I picked as well too. But the technique is off, honey. It's off. This is why I don't DIY, y'all. This is why I always say DIYing is not my ministry. I'm gonna have to put it on a t-shirt, because it truly isn't. Like, look at this. Look at this. So now, after crashing out and freaking out about this and trying to, I was pretty much going in circles with James Alexander, like messaging their agents. They were kind of giving me the runaround too. One agent finally kind of gave me some good advice and pretty much was like, you need to start over. So that's what we're doing. Am I starting over? Amber's not starting over, okay? Because Amber doesn't have the capacity to do this anymore. I just don't. So I hired Finishing Touch to finish this project, because I just don't have the capacity for this. I just don't. It just looks bad. It looks bad. And I need a professional. And lime washing is not for the weak. It's very much trust the process. You have to have some technique. I'm not trying to discourage you, but okay, like, I couldn't do it. Everybody online make it look easy. Like, I feel like, I don't know, people online make it look a lot easier than what it is. And again, I feel like if you do have a very artistic kind of touch, like maybe you're good at painting, maybe you're good at following directions, because I'm not good at following directions, clearly. I think you'll be okay.
But I think one, I was rushing because I did have a sponsorship to kind of like finish, like deadlines to finish like for this project. So I think that's kind of part of the reason why it kind of came out the way it did, because I was rushing to get the bathroom painted to put the vanity in here, which was a part of the sponsorship, you know what I mean? So that is probably why it came out the way it did. But two, I just don't have the patience for LIMEWASH. It's just a different type of painting technique. Like I said, we're getting finishing touch to come in here and finish this bathroom out. I actually need to, before they come though, unfortunately, I'm going to have to prep the space and get it back to its original state, because to have them come up here is really expensive. It's really expensive. Like, I'm embarrassed how much it costs for them to transform this bathroom and do LIMEWASH. Like, that's the reason why I DIY'd LIMEWASH to begin with, because it's really expensive to hire someone to LIMEWASH, because it's such a, it's a technique and it takes a long time to do. And I respect the price, and now I'm paying it. I should have respected it from the beginning and we wouldn't have been in this situation, but we here now. So anyway, Dante's gonna come downstairs in a second to help me, but I am, for now, I'm gonna get everything prepped, ready to go. And we're gonna get this bathroom back to at least like a blank canvas so he can come in here and finish this, because I'm tired, y'all.
Let me talk you through how the LIMEWASH process actually works. First, you want to clean your walls. Then you want to use a primer of some sort. Like, you have to use a primer for the actual LIMEWASH. So I used the primer that was provided by James Alexander, which I don't know if I'm the hugest fan of that brand. Maybe it's just how I use the product. It could have been user error on my part. However, I say that because once you do the primer, then you actually do the LIMEWASH, which the LIMEWASH is very like thin. It's very thin, okay? Like, it's very runny. The consistency is weird. You do what's called a densifier, which I feel like changed the entire product in a sense. Now, let me go back to the LIMEWASH. The LIMEWASH step of this project is actually really, really important. And when I say that, it's how you apply the LIMEWASH. It's super important. Now, I wanted to do this whole cloud technique when I applied the LIMEWASH. It just, if I'm being honest, my technique was not techniquing, okay? It just didn't work out for me. And I end up doing just more kind of this cross, like crisscross kind of method, which ended up kind of working a little bit better, but still not working. You have to essentially apply the LIMEWASH in a way that you're not going back over the same spot, because it does dry quickly, and you're connecting the ends of like where you started, if that makes sense. So if you are doing like a cloud motion here and you're blending it in, then you have to start somewhere else and be able to connect the clouds. Like, it's literally like art, and I'm not the best artist. I don't even know how I pass art, to be honest. Like, the first coat had me like really tripping. Like, the first coat was really, really bad, but once I added that densifier and tried to go for the second and final coat, because I was like, you know what, I gotta trust the process, like it's gonna be fine. The densifier messed it up, y'all. Like, it was horrible. It was really bad. Like I said, I don't know if I really recommend this product. However, it just may be user error. I will say though, I will not be doing it by myself anymore. Like, you will not catch me DIYing this anymore at all. Like, you don't gotta worry about me, okay? I said, you know what? If I have spent this money on this, I'm gonna pay somebody to do this right, because I want this vision to come to life. I don't know why I feel like this bathroom has been a journey, y'all. My contractor is coming back because I was not really that happy with the final just results. And look, you may be like, girl, you are complicating this, you are being difficult. No, not for the prices I paid, okay? The price that I paid to get this bathroom painted, I definitely expect a certain result, even though my result didn't come out good. I'm not the professional. But I, again, love working with my contractor. It's really two contractors that I work with that are
kind of like operating under the same company, but I love working with them. They're super professional and ultimately they want to make the customer happy, which I do appreciate that. I felt bad asking them to come back out, but at the same time, I'm like, for the price I paid, I just couldn't justify being silent about it and being unhappy. I knew that it would bother me just a smidge, and I just couldn't do it. So I will be having them essentially do like another pass on the wall, because in some places it's not as like blended as I would want it to be for like a professional job. Again, if I did this, I feel like I just would have left it, to be quite honest. But it's just, I just want it to be a little bit more blended, a little bit more of a seamless look on the wall. And I know that I'm gonna be able to achieve the look that I want once he does that second pass, but it's just a little bit too much movement. And that's just really my personal preference for this room. Honestly, LIMEWASH is one of those things where it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like next time, if I do a room for LIMEWASH, I probably would hire someone who only does LIMEWASH. Like that's all they do for their job, or just like more specialty type of paint, because it is definitely a lot different working with actual LIMEWASH paint versus other like regular paint and trying to do like faux LIMEWASH. It's just different. I can't explain it. If you've done a LIMEWASH project, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, child, he's on the way right now. He's about to come and touch this bathroom up. I know they tired of me, but at this point, baby, we gotta get what we want, okay? Shout out to them for pulling this together, because y'all, I was freaking out, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, they had to come back again the second time to do another coat, because that densifier, like I said, changed the entire way the LIMEWASH was just applied and it actually looked on the wall. So he came back and did another coat without it, and it was perfection, y'all. Do y'all see this? Oh my goodness. I also got my other handyman to install the Vanity, which the Vanity I love. It's from Swiss Madison. I'll put all their information down below. I love this vanity. It was the perfect vanity for this bathroom. It was really affordable, but they were so kind enough to gift me this for this project. So huge thank you to Swiss Madison for gifting me this vanity. I got this beautiful mirror and this lighting from Amazon as well. And then I ended up finding this really pretty table from HomeSense. And everything is literally coming together in this bathroom. And now it's time to add a gallery wall, which gallery walls are becoming one of my favorite things to do in like a space. And I saw this photo. I'm gonna leave the inspo right here on the screen. I saw this photo of a gallery wall in a powder bathroom in particular, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Everyone always does like a gallery wall, like in the main space, in the hallway. And look, I have a gallery wall in my dining room. Like I love a good gallery wall moment, but it's usually like larger spaces where you see gallery walls. I'm like, what if I do a gallery wall in the powder bathroom? Like I feel like it would just bring even more interest and a vibe into the space. And I wanted to do like printed art that I really liked and gravitated towards on Etsy, and just have like different shades of blue abstract art. And I love how this came out. Like every frame is not the same. There is all these different like frame colors and like textures and just all this different art, and I think everything came out so beautifully. It is honestly my favorite room in the house. Like I feel like every time I do a new space, it becomes my favorite space, but I don't know if any other space will top this space right now. Like it was so fun, aside from the LIMEWASH, child. It was very fun to create and really design the space. I'm always just wanting to be in there. Now I do need to add a little bit more lighting in there, just because it is a really dark space right now, because we went with the paint color that was really dark and rich, which I love. But you know, when you do go with a dark paint color like this in a space that doesn't have windows, lighting is going to be very, very important. So I do have like a little mini lamp in the corner. I have like a little nice little like lamp as well too on the vanity countertop, and I want to add like more lighting just to be more intentional, so people can actually see what they're doing in the space and it doesn't feel like too dark.
But I ain't gonna lie, I love it. I love it. Like I love how moody it is and how dark it is, and it really is giving the vibe that I just ultimately was looking for. So I am so excited to invite people over so they can experience this powder bathroom, because it's just so fun. I love it. All right, homegirls, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this house to home episode. I'm excited to transform some other spaces in the home. I think it's finally time to move upstairs. So we are going to be really taking everything upstairs to a whole other level very soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.